Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the brand new GOAT Festival players and whether or not any of them are actually worth picking up at all. My answer is assumed to be no. I would have to think. We will see what happens. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it and let's get to discussing. So we do now have new GOAT Festival Week 5 cards, and unfortunately, realistically, it's still very, very mediocre, in my opinion, the overall content. But with that being said, I mean, at least we're getting a free Invincible. We'll talk about that in a little bit. These players themselves are going to be, look, Ben Simmons, Danny Ferry, George Merson, Taka Fall, probably all gods. Danny Granger on our test, really good. J.R. Smith, super solid. Steve Francis, I almost guarantee will be the cheapest player in the exchange and also the worst. So there you go. That being said, we'll start with Stevie Franchise. He's 6'3" with a 6'6" wingspan, 99 everything. AI-based Oscar upper on very quick, which is not that great of a jumper, honestly. Not bad, but not horrible. Pro 2 fade, Garland, Francis, Curry, D-Fox, Trey Levine, Hallie, standard SIGs. Every card will have those SIGs. And look, the stats and badges are really good. At the end of the day, he's a 6'3" point guard. He's too small to really be competitively viable at all at this point in the year. And obviously that will hold him back a good bit. He is pretty easily the worst of the GOAT cards, in my personal opinion, at least from this drop. He's probably, I mean, he might be worse than Ty Lue, honestly, considering his jumper's not that great. Can I scroll? What is going on with my computer today, bro? I've been having some weird computer issues recently. Ron Artest is... he's interesting at point guard, not must have by any means, but 6'7" with a 6'11" wingspan, 99 everything, every legend badge. I mean, he looks good, man. Steph base, Oscar up run, very quick, solid jumper. Pro 2 fade, Garland, Francis, Curry, D-Fox, Trey, Levine, Hallie. Again, really good SIGs, good jump shot, 6'7", 6'11" wingspan at point guard. That's a super duper good card. I definitely think he's one of the top chunk of point guards in the game. The thing is, when you look at the point guard position, there's like 10 similar invincible point guards. This card's are GOAT point guards. I would say this card falls right somewhere in the middle of the GOAT PGs. Realistically, he's definitely going to be good. He's not going to be the best, I wouldn't think anyway. So we will have to wait and see on Mr. Artest. Now, Taco Fall is the first one. Actually, we'll go JR first, and then we'll start talking. We're going to go in like reverse order of how good they are. J.R. Smith, 6'6" with a 6'10" wingspan. I think, honestly, our test is probably slightly better than this card, but realistically, Patty Mills base, Cam Christie upper's a good jumper. Pro 2 fade, Garland, Francis, Curry, D-Fox, Trey, Levine, Hallie. The faster jumper might actually give him an argument over Ron Artest. Either way, they're pretty similar. They're both good 6'6" or 6'7" point guards, so they're within an inch of each other size-wise. They have the same stats and badges and the same dribble SIGs as all these cards do. And so JR having a slightly faster jumper than Artest might low-key make him just as good. So either way, he's definitely a really good card, and I think both he and Artest are super viable options. They will also likely be the two cheapest cards in the exchange as well, besides Steve Francis, of course. So we will go ahead and look at what that exchange looks like here just a little bit in the next video. But that being said, next player I would assume is going to be Danny Granger, 6'9", 7'1" wingspan, 99 everything. He's a 6'9" shooting guard with a 7'1" wingspan. That's a really good card. That's what Michael Beasley, Luol Deng, guys like that are. Cam Thomas base, Bertans upper. I have to think that's probably pretty good. It is actually. Yeah, that's a good jump shot. Pro 2 fade, Garland, Francis, Curry, D-Fox, Trey, Levine, Hallie. This was a really good card. Great jumper, perfect SIGs, Pro 2 fade. He's going to be an absolute stud at the shooting guard position. One of the better shooting guards in the game. Pretty close to the level of your KD, Beasley, Tim Thomas trio, but probably slightly below. That being said, I think he's probably like the 5th best shooting guard in the game. If you look at all the shooting guards, he looks really, really good. Definitely a high level option. Probably very similar to Luol Deng in terms of the level that they are at as both GOAT Festival 6'9" shooting guards. Now, next up, I guess, is Danny Ferry, probably, who's going to be really good. I mean, he's a 6'10" shooting guard and has, what, a 7'5" wingspan, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he may not have 7'2", I'm sorry. 99 stats across the board, every single legend badge. None of that is a surprise. Jump shot is Steph Oscar again. Same shot that that our test has. Does anybody else have Steph Oscar specifically? I'm sure there's somebody. Who else has Steph Oscar? Oh, Steph Oscar's the Kareem Shaq jump shot, isn't it? And who else has this shot? Kareem, Shaq, maybe Steph himself. I don't remember. Ricky Davis, I believe, might have it as well. Honestly, there's a lot of, yeah, Ricky Davis does have it. There's a lot of good cards with that jumper. It's a very solid shot. I like it a lot. Garland, Francis, Curry, Defux, Trey, Levine, Hallie. I keep repeating myself when I say that, but 6'10 with a great jumper and really good stats and badges. I just hit the wrong thing. Definitely a really good card. Definitely a very, very good card. So another interesting option for sure in Danny Ferry. After that, I guess, is Ben Simmons, because I would think he'll be less expensive than the two ridiculous giants, who I assume will both be 60. Ben Simmons probably going to be 30 pieces, 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan, 99 everything, every single legend badge, and the same exact dribble sigs that every other one of these cards has had. But Patty Mills Dinwiddie is interesting. I don't know about Dinwiddie upper. That's an interesting one. We'll see. I mean, it definitely makes the jumper faster. Same upper that he had in his other card, but it is a faster base now with Pro 2 Fade. I mean, look, he's interesting. He's solid. He's got perfect sigs. He's 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan, Pro 2 Fade, and a good jump shot. He's one of the best point guards in the game. Might have an argument at best. We'll see how Dinwiddie upper plays with Patty Mills base on him. And then, of course, you have the two giants, Taco and Murasan, 7'5", 8'2" wingspan, a player build that honestly looks probably bigger than 7'5" in Taco Fall. Claxton base, Mathurin upper is not bad. Pro 2 Fade, Garland, Francis, Curry, Defux, Trey, Levine, Hallie. Again, I mean, he's just 7'5" with perfect sigs and a very good jumper. This is another extremely incredible card, just like Simbalar, just like Yao Ming, just like Sean Bradley. Now you have Taco Fall and George Merson, who is 7'7" with a 7'11" wingspan, 7'7" with Klingon base, Sexton upper, Pro 2 Fade. This is the best big in the game. He has the best jumper of any of the Bradley, Murasan, Bilar, Yao, Taco, Quad, or quintuplet of GOAT giant bigs. Of all those bigs, the best jumper of the group is George Merson, who is also the tallest of the group. Therefore, he is now the best big man in my team. I could just tell you that right now. This is the best big man in the game. He's insane. So is Taco. So is Bradley. So is Yao. So is Bilar. They're all cracked. They're all insane. And unfortunately, besides Yao, they're all gate kept behind hundreds of dollars in the GOAT Festival. Yao is the only one who's technically not gate kept, and both his Invincible and GOAT card, which are obviously both extraordinary, are over like 6 million MT. So there you go. I don't know, man. I don't have a lot of things to say about this game at this point that are positive. So I'm trying not to say a lot if I can make myself do that anyway, but it's difficult. I'll be totally honest, because this is just like, I review all these cards and not a single one of them is attainable, and that is disappointing. Like, the ones that are kind of borderline attainable are going to be Steve Francis and then maybe JR in our test. Maybe. And that's it. That's just not, I don't know. To me, that's not quite cutting it. It is what it is. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I will be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.